Plaintiff Tyrone Brooks says when he met the defendant, he was in a relationship, but they became close and hung out often. Tyrone says when the defendant asked for money for breast implants, he refused. But he's suing because he did loan her money for a book tour, and she has yet to repay him. Defendant Renarda Huggins says Tyrone wined and dined her because he was romantically interested in her. Renarda admits that she accepted money from Tyrone, but says they haven't spoken since he got naked and tried to have sex with her when her mother was sleeping in the next room.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you. Give me some background or anything you want me to know.
January 2016, I met Renarda Huggins through my niece. After that, we kind of hit it off. She came to my niece's house. She asked me, was I in a relationship? I told her, yeah. I had a female that was staying with me at the time. Go to her house, smoke a little weed, eat, have fun.
What state?
Massachusetts.
All right. And did you stay together? And if so, how long?
No, we was friends. I mean, during this time, me and her just used to go hang out. Comes on May 2016. We was at our house, and she asked me, would I give her $5,000 to get a boob job? I ignored it.
Oh. Well, I guess you're going to get to the loan, so let me allow her. Yeah. Let me allow her to give some background, ma'am.
First of all, I've never asked Tyrone for $5,000 for a boob job. We talked very jokingly about boob jobs and cars, and he flashed his money around a lot. So we talked about him doing quite a bit for me after he had already been whining and dining and doing nice things for me. So that was just conversational. Never was that to be taken seriously. Had I still been seeing Tyrone in the courtship that he was trying to have with me, I doubt that we would be here today. Because I already knew what he was going on with Tyrone in reference to why he was being so nice to me. I'm not a fool. I know that he definitely was doing the things he was doing because he was interested in me in a personal and sexual way. It just wasn't like we were just platonic
Were you interested
friends.
in him?
In the beginning, I wasn't so much. As a companionship, but as he started to be nice to me, and I really felt like,
And we're not going to conclude that that nice means money. Okay, so let me allow him to tell me what he's suing you about. Sir?
Yeah, so she comes to me in July and say that she wanted to go and promote her book in Atlanta, and she needed to borrow money. At that time, she wanted $3,000. I told her I would let her borrow $2,000. And we
So
signed.
first she came $5,000.
That was after that. She made.
And that was
sense.
when?
This was in May with the boob job. But
The first request, May of 16. Now, this is when?
The book is referring into July.
July of 16?
Yes, sir.
A couple of months later, she came back.
Yeah.
And wanted how much?
She wanted $3,000.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
However, she was talking since when it came to the book, because she wanted to go promote her book, and she wanted to sell some other stuff. Okay. And I thought that made better sense than the boob job. So we went and we got documents filled up, or promissory, that she would pay me back to 6 to 8 months.
Okay. Let me see the book.
here you go, I actually have it.
All right, he has one too. She wants him to have something to remember her by.
Right, you don't need his. This one is actually for you, autographed for you.
All right,
yes.
thank you. All right. Lies he told. That's the name of the book.
That's on her.
That's the name of the book. All right, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, sir. You have a document of some sort you want to give me?
I have.
If she was to repay you and she has not paid you anything?
She hasn't paid me anything.
All right,
I
ma'am.
have texts. I text her.
Okay, hold on.
Back to me? Mm-hmm. Okay. When Tyrone first met me, originally he came on to me by way of telling me how inspired he was by me and how strong I was as a single black mother, and he wanted to support me, support my book, and he really believed in everything that I was trying to do as far as my book was concerned. He was very aware of the publishing companies that had signed me prior and had gotten money off of my book and never paid me a dime. So that was the reason why I was inclined to ask him to help me out with going to Atlanta. I had already paid my flight, hotel, rent-a-car, did everything. I wanted to take more books and more t-shirts, so that's why I went to him for the loan. But again, initially I was comfortable with doing that because this was a man that had seemed very supportive and always said to me that he wanted to be a part of what I was doing. Moving forward to July, Tyrone did say to me, I did ask him for $3. He said he wouldn't give me the $3, he would give me the $2. And the $2,000 was the money that he had only ever loaned me. I never borrowed.
It was a loan, it
any
wasn't
money
a gift.
Originally. So let's stay there with that.
Go ahead.
So when, as I said, with going out, he had met my mom, he had been around my family. He's right about coming over. The part, I'm not going to contest to that, but coming over, spending time, eating food, hanging out with my mom, drinking, hanging out with all of my family, that is what he started to do. So he did become like someone that everyone became
right,
sort
a
of
nice
fond
person.
of. Yeah, and that's why
I
started to take him a little seriously.
Did you pay him? If not, why?
I did not, because first of all, when I went to Atlanta, and I don't know if he wants to show you what he still has, but according to me, those notarized letters were ripped out. We did them, so what I thought was in my house in August, but apparently he just had the empty envelope and ripped that up in my face. So my letter, I ripped up honestly and seriously in front of him.
For what purpose?
Because it was I had come back from Atlanta. We were having a housewarming. I was having a housewarming that weekend. Tyrone had come over, as he always would. My family was there helping me get ready for the housewarming. And he was like, you know what? Because now he's drunk. And when he got drunk, he got nicer, became a little more ruder. You know what I mean? So now he's drunk. He's in my bedroom. My mom has already, said that maybe he should stay the night because he's, we're all drunk. I had already said, yes, maybe that can happen. So now he's in my room, he's talking to me. He's like, you know what, that $2,000, that ain't really nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I believe in you. I know you can X, Y, and Z, and started kicking all that. He said, we can just rip this up. I still got the sealed envelope. Pulls out the sealed envelope. We ripped them up. Don't tell me twice. You ain't got to ask me twice. You got to rip it up. You say rip it up, we're going to rip it up. So I ripped it up. Now, to fast forward back to that night, which is why I decided to not see Tyrone ever again in life, which is why he never got paid, was because the night of my housewarming, when he did stay the night, there was no one everyone was sleeping over, so there was no room for him to sleep anywhere else other than my bedroom, right? I was comfortable with him. I had been seeing him for months. My family was there, so I didn't think he would try anything. All night long.
Kept trying?
All night.
He kept trying all night long, or he?
If I would have fell asleep for real, I probably would have gotten assaulted, because that's exactly what it was from the time we lay down to the time my mother had to come in there at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Like, what's going on in here? Why y'all arguing?
What month was this?
My mother comes in, sees him butt naked as he had been
What
in my
month was
room.
this? What month
I got
was
my
this?
clothes on. I'm at
What
the
month
edge of
was
the
this?
bed, completely annoyed. And my mother's like, what's going on? So now all three of us are going at it. Me and my mother's arguing with him. We end up throwing him out about 6:30, 7 o'clock
Naked?
that morning.
No, not
naked. I wanted him.
Not true. Not true.
So we throw him out, and ever since then, I blocked him when that happened. Went ahead and unblocked him. He starts calling me, I'm sorry, can we talk? So went out a couple of more times, took me to dinner on Newberry Street, still was very cocky. He talks like monkey doodoo with his money. You have no idea. Like the way he throws his money around and thinks he's just all of that. And
So
that
did you
money
jump naked on her?
He did.
Your Honor, that is so not true. I can have more respect than that. I stayed at her house. The next morning, she wanted me to take her to the grocery store, okay? I wasn't going to take her to no grocery store because I knew once I would have taken her to that grocery store, she would have got in there and wanted me to pay for a grocery. It wasn't going to happen. You wanted a relationship with me. You said many times you want a relationship with me. I did not want a relationship with you. I did not want a relationship.
So why did you jump naked in that bed?
I wasn't naked, Your Honor. I was never naked. I was never naked. I was never naked. That is a lie. She's lying.
Your Honor,
Why'd they have to put you out?
She didn't put me out. I left the next morning. She got mad because I wouldn't take her to the grocery store. I got in my car and left. You think I'm a sugar daddy and I did not want to be with you. You think I'm a friend with benefits. I did not want to be with you. I told you I don't chase them, I replace them, and that's what I did with you. 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 I don't have to take off nothing. I got a lot of females.
Come on, player. Stop talking
Bro, are
all
we
that.
done? You done listening to him?
Thank you. Thank you.
You
I
done?
bet you
Okay.
talking that
Because do it
smack.
really look like I need to chase him?
What month was this?
But we're done with
That's
you, though.
enough,
we're
sir.
on me now.
We're
Here we
done
go.
with that.
So
You
that
know.
night, Your Honor,
Go ahead.
that's exactly what he had done. He didn't take me to the grocery store. What he did do was he took me to the liquor store to get the liquor for the beverages that were needed the next morning. And when I went in there and was prepared to pay for my own housewarming items, he seen me going down my little frugal list, because I don't drink. So I wasn't going to buy a bunch of liquor for people. It was bring what you drink. I'm going to have something there for you. But it wasn't all like that. So I'm going here, getting my little wines and make my cousin's going to make the sangria. Oh, what you doing over there? Getting what I need? Oh, come on. Get what you getting and come on. Oh, get what I'm getting and come on. You ain't got to tell me that twice either. So I got what I was getting.
I wasn't even at your house, woman.
I got what I was getting and I went on.
I wasn't even
so
at your house,
night,
woman.
that night, along with him staying, along with him purchasing those alcohol beverages, and as he said, as nice as he had been being to me up until that date, that was his down payment, and I knew what time it was. But eventually, evidently, he didn't know what time it was.
You just wanted more money.
Sir,
You're gonna
one more
stop
time,
me?
I'm going to dismiss your claim.
Thank you. I advise you listen. You know they told you now.
I advise you to tell
Okay.
me, what is your legal defense? Let's get to that. What is your legal defense to not paying the loan?
My legal defense is I am not going to pay Tyrone back the money, because had I still been seeing Tyrone, the money wouldn't be an issue, and he shouldn't have ripped the letter up in front of me saying
Okay.
that the money wasn't.
It's not a legal defense. $2,000 is the judgment. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
I'm done with it. I hold no animosity. I'm gone. I'm done.
What? Oh, I have nothing to say except for him not to call me anymore.
That would never happen.
Tyrone, you just called me last night.
That would never happen.
You just called me
I would
last
never
night.
call you. I don't need you.
They have the proof.
You know how
They
many
just called me
females I
last
got?
night.
Who are you? You're nobody.
They just called me
You're
last
nobody.
night.
You're nobody.
I'm everybody
You're not
to
on
you.
my
That's
level.
why we're here.
You're not on my level.
Bye-bye now.